Hi. Today I want to talk about a character that I made recently. This is Finley the Fennec Fox, and they are non-binary. Now, I was kind of scared making this character because, personally, I'm not non-binary, so I was very scared of appropriating this identity because I might not know too much about this and accidentally make a mistake and accidentally make mistakes about other people's identities. But I really, really wanted to make this character, so for the main reason is that I and my friends and my family would use the they them pronouns more often. Because, for example, when there's family over, they want to see my drawings and I can talk about this character. Now, obviously, you do not need a character to talk about non-binary or any other identity, gender identity, or sexuality, but it makes it a lot easier because not all people feel comfortable talking about this, which is bullshit. I mean, not that when you're non-binary and you don't want to talk about it, but I mean when you do not accept this identity. That's not okay. But with a colorful character about it, I can kind of force me and my friends to use the they them pronouns more, especially in Dutch, because I speak Flemish in my day-to-day life, and in Dutch, the they them pronouns, well, there are very, very, very little non-binary pronouns. Like, in English, you have sibling for a non-binary brother or sister. You don't have that. It's either brother or sister. You don't have a word for it. It fucking sucks. Because it just doesn't exist. Why doesn't it exist? Why don't we make a word for it? Anyway, especially in Dutch, it doesn't always sound grammatically correct when you use it in Dutch, which also really sucks, but you can practice, and sometimes it feels a little weird using they them pronouns in sentences, but when you practice a little and just think about it a little bit, it works. It's not very hard, and you make certain people feel a lot better. Now, I'm not an expert on non-binary, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can, so if you are identifying as non-binary and I'm saying absolute horseshit, I'm really, really, truly sorry, and please correct me. But, yeah, I'm trying to understand this because it really, really fascinates me. Everything about the LGBTQ plus community fascinates me, and I've been thinking about my own sexuality a lot, and I'm either straight or heteroflexible, but I'm still not sure. Sometimes I feel like straight is my thing, but sometimes I don't, and it's confusing. But you know what? It doesn't matter. My romantic life is very, very easy. I am mostly like 80 or 90%, or if not more, attracted to boys. I currently have a boyfriend and I like him a lot and I feel happy with him, my sexuality, and my body. I was born as a woman and I feel great in my body, but I realize very often that a lot of people don't have that privilege, and that's really sad. And it's also sad that we don't talk about it a lot, and we should. Because I look in the mirror when I dress and I feel great, but there are people who look in the mirror when they dress themselves and just see something that isn't right. And that's not only for non-binary people, for trans people, or genderqueer people, or anything in between as well. Now, back to Finley. As you can see, Finley has top surgery scars. I was very scared to draw this if I would make a mistake, but I felt like they needed top surgery scars because they were born as a woman physically, and they did not feel comfortable with their top at all. It made them feel extremely uncomfortable to the point of getting sick and almost throwing up every time they saw it. So they made the very tough decision to remove their breasts, and now they're gone. And they feel a lot better. So that's why the scars are there. I asked some friends of mine if it was okay for me to draw this, if it was okay that they were drawn like this, if it was accurate. I try to do a little bit of research, but again, I'm not an expert on this. but I hope to draw them a lot more in the future with like different clothing styles and experiment, and on the way learning a lot more about this gender identity, if you can call it a gender identity. I mean, it is a gender identity, but it's non-gendered. You know what I'm talking about. I'd love to talk more about gender identities and the LGBTQ plus community, but honestly, I'm kind of an idiot, and I'm so terrified of making a mistake, especially on the internet, but just know when you watch something that I made that it's 100% made with a good intention. I want to understand as much as I can about any gender identity or sexuality because I just want to know, and I just want all the people around me and who have certain gender identities and sexualities to feel comfortable around me and hopefully make a lot more people understand how and why this exists and why it's so important that we need to look at it. Originally, I tried to make this video more about this character, but it was just kind of an excuse for me to rant about me trying to learn about non-binary and other identities. So if you are non-binary or any other identity or sexuality, you can always ask me something in the comments or tell me something, give me information, because I really want to know and I really want to educate, because I think as someone who is mostly straight and not really part of the LGBTQ community, I hope I can make a difference. I hope I can speak on behalf of people in the LGBTQ plus community and make it more normalized, make everything more normalized. Because if I have the big air quotes rights to just go out in public with my boyfriend, we kiss and we hug, nobody bats an eye. I'm so lucky and privileged that I can do that, but I fully realize at that moment that there are a lot of people who can't do this or either do this and then get judged for it immediately, and it sucks. But I'm gonna end this here because it's way too long and I'm just ranting, but I found this video way too important to not make because it's something that I'm thinking about at the moment and thinking about a lot. So thank you for watching. If I made any mistakes, please correct me, and if you want to give me some information or tell your story, please do so. So, bye.